What it do, peeps? It's the Beat Chef who watch the damn tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the content. I hope you love WNBA action. To my old subscribers, thank you for helping me continue to push this platform forward and keep this WNBA conversation going. Indiana Fever with an early game and got an early ass whooping. Plain and simple. Didn't show up to play. Nobody. Everybody on the team get boo-boo stickers. Everybody report card get an F. Everybody failed today's assignment. Get a win against the Valkyries. Yes, the Valkyries, the Fever, and Minnesota are some of the top defensive teams in the league. With that being said, it wasn't all defense today. It was effort. It seemed like, just to me, they didn't come to play, and the team didn't want to play with Caitlin. I think when Caitlin was on the court, first play of the game was a damn turnover. I knew it was bad then. It was like, okay, maybe they'll shake it off. She's rusty. I'll give her that. Because she went out around the 5-minute mark, and then she came back in around the 2-minute mark. Damn, they still popping fireworks. The 4th of July is over, player. But they still popping fireworks over here. Anyway, it was okay in the first quarter. It was okay. They were kind of running in the first quarter. Indiana was kind of running, pushing tempo. And I'm like, okay. I said, but this is a track meet. The Valkyries got 2 starting 5s. Who's going to survive? And do you want that smoke? As long as you're hitting shots and you get up on the Valkyries and you put your foot on their neck, you're okay. That second quarter, Indiana didn't do that. 8-0 run by Golden State to take the lead. It was 31-30. It seemed like the Fever had 30 points forever. And then they were shooting 3 of 11. Had 6 turnovers. Sloppy play. I noticed a lot of people standing around. Everybody was playing iso ball. Caitlin Clark had the ball. Everybody just standing outside the 3-point line waiting for her to do something. Totally different. And I noticed that first quarter and that second quarter, Aaliyah Boston seemed like she wasn't even playing. You would have thought Timmy Fink Bailey was freaking Shaq, and that she was Muggsy Bogues because she got small and disappeared. And you're wondering, where the hell's Aaliyah Boston at? Where's Aaliyah Boston at? Aaliyah Boston been balling, having some dominant games, but there's times in certain games she just vanishes. And this was one of those games. 27 minutes, had 6 funky points, shot 8 times, only made 2 baskets, hit 2 free throws. But Aaliyah Boston does this from time to time. She'll disappear, and when she disappears, they usually lose. This team had 17 turnovers and 14 assists. And every game that they've had it like that, they've lost. Every game. It don't matter what game it is, the Fever lose when they don't pass the ball. The first time they played the Sparks, they had 13 turnovers and 13 assists. They lost. This reminds me of the first Mystic game. The first Mystic game, they had the first Mystic game, they had 15 assists and 17 turnovers. And they lost that game. Whenever the turnover assist margin is close with this team, they lose. It's a L. You can just chalk it up. And when Deborah Antonelli said they had 6 turnovers in the first half, it wasn't a good sign. Another thing I get tired of Caitlin Clark falling and crying for a foul when there was no foul. She slipped when Tiffany Hayes was guarding her. Tiffany Hayes didn't touch her. She's looking for a foul. There was another time on the baseline she was crying to the ref. The team goes in transition. Her ass is sitting back. You gotta play defense. You gotta play defense. The same stuff that Caitlin Clark did in this game, If you've reading the book, if you're reading the book by Christine Brennan says the exact same thing in the first couple chapters of the book, from her father to her AAU coach. Everybody says the exact same thing. She'll check out and cry and moan about the refs instead of playing the game, and it happened again tonight. You gotta grow up. You gotta get out of that shit. That happens way too much in the WNBA for this to be a professional league. I mean, people just stop absolutely playing, and it's 5-on-4. That happened a couple times in this game, and they got bit in the butt. She ain't moving and grooving like she normally does in the third quarter, because it was 41-32 at halftime. In the third quarter was abysmal. The Valkyries go out on a big run, and I mean get a big lead. It's like 55 to like 40 something. Fever come back. They go on a 10-1 run. They get 55-50. About 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the quarter. Mitchell didn't score her first points. She had a 3-pointer. She didn't score her first points until 8 minutes and 32 seconds in the third quarter. And you are all-star. You are all-star. There was a stretch of games where Kelsey Mitchell was averaging 32 points, shooting 50+% from the field, and 6 assists. Kelsey Mitchell had 0 assists today. Wasn't facilitating. Nobody was cutting to the basket. She wasn't driving to the basket and dishing like she had been doing the last few games. Even though they lost to the Sparks, she was still balling. Kelsey Mitchell deferred to Caitlin Clark, and they played ISO ball. They all took turns driving, all took turns doing whatever they wanted to do. They weren't playing team basketball, but they're playing a team that plays team basketball that is better coached than them by a rookie coach that has championship pedigree. And it showed today. That lady draws up a master plan. I like the way she started. I've watched a few of their games. Kate Martin's been an afterthought with this team. Kate Martin erupted the last game when they played Atlanta. She was busting threes. They started Kate Martin for a simple reason. Get in the head and get physical with your ex-teammate. And Kate Martin got the assignment, did the assignment to perfection. She only played 19 minutes, but she was a pest. Only scored 5 points, but all you got to do is make Caitlin Clark work. Caitlin Clark only played 25 minutes. Had 10 points. Shot 4-12 from the field. That was Kate Martin's only job. Natalie Nakasi said that the first game. She said what they were going to do to Caitlin Clark. And Stephanie White still has not made adjustments. It's almost like they don't know what they're doing. And it's almost like they're not prepared. They're a poor coach team. I told you guys, they got rid of one snake in the grass in DeWanna Bonner, but they still got a snake in their damn yard, and it is Stephanie White. Stephanie White and DeWanna Bonner's whole job was to come here this season and disrupt the Fever movement by putting a bunch of pieces around Caitlin Clark that don't fit. And you saw it today. That's why everybody's sitting there like at the damn 3-point line. Go watch the tape again. They're all standing around looking like fools, not knowing what to do, having no clue. But them damn Valkyries, they knew exactly what to do. When they got it to 55-50, the game was over. Veronica Burton got a rebound off of a miss and fired up a 3. Wide open. Bam. Carla Lake. They come down on the possession. Carla Lake comes down. She's standing at the 3-point line. Caitlin Clark is already sagged off of her. Caitlin Clark rushes at her. She's at the three-point line. Carla Lake didn't even fake like she was shooting. All she did was Caitlin Clark ran up on her. She ran right by Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark didn't even try to get back and block the shot. Let her get an easy layup. Easy layup. Veronica Burton comes back down, and she was abusing Ari McDonald's ass all game. Draws the foul on a layup, hits one free throw. Fever go back down, screw up a possession. Veronica Burton gets a pass off. They get another offensive board. They swing the ball around. This time it's Kelsey Mitchell sagging off. Kelsey Mitchell's at the free throw line with her foot on the free throw line. She leaves Veronica Burton open, who has only missed one three-pointer, leaves her wide open. Veronica Burton sinks another three-pointer. They score 9 points in less than 2 minutes, and I said, it is over. It's over right now. They're not going to let up on the Fever, and they're not going to let the Fever come back in, and they didn't. The fourth quarter starts. Aaliyah Boston gets her 6th shot attempt in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 32 seconds left. And you're like, damn, girl, where the hell have you been? Have you been thinking about the All-Star game? Because you're not playing like one. I didn't have Aaliyah Boston on my ballot because of this right here. It's stuff just like this. I didn't have Kelsey Mitchell as an all-star because these two disappear when it's most convenient. When it's most convenient, when the team needs them the most, they don't produce. Aaliyah Boston been averaging about 4 or 5 assists a game. Only got 2. Didn't score nothing. 2 of 8, 6 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 3 of 13. Like I said, been at a stretch, she averaged 30 points a game. 12 points. Ari McDonald, by far her worst game, got abused on defense and shot poorly. You're 1 of 7 from 3. You got superior speed. You've been getting to the hole, going relentless to the hole. Get to the hole. Get to the paint. They only had 26 point paints this game. Been getting in the upper 30s every game consistently. But today, no. Turnovers. Another big thing that killed them. It wasn't so much the Golden State Valkyries defense, even though the Valkyries are one of the better defensive teams, along with Indiana and along with Minnesota, ratings-wise, in the league. It was Indiana doing it to themselves. Every time Indiana scores, has a lot of assists, low assist totals and high turnover totals, they lose the game. This was just like the first Sparks game. The first Sparks game, they had 13 and 13. They played the Valkyries earlier this year. They played the Mystics earlier this year. They had 15 assists, 17 turnovers. They lost. Anytime it's close, they've been averaging 20 plus assists the last 4 games until today. They had 23 against the Wings, 20 against the Lynx in the championship, 24 against the Aces, and 23 against the Sparks. Had low turnovers, 11. They had 14 in the Lynx game, 12 in the Aces game, 9 against the Sparks. But today, they reverted back to playing bad, selfish basketball, and it caught them. But congratulations to the Valkyries, because one thing I like about the Valkyries, they didn't shoot well today. They shot 37% from the field and from 3. But damn it, everybody got on that stat sheet. Everybody scored. Everybody contributed, and that didn't happen for Indiana. Kayla Thornton, 4 of 15, 18 points, played like an all-star, 8 rebounds. Timmy Bailey, 19 minutes, had 7 points. Tiffany Hayes, 3 of 6, had 6 points. She cut her turnovers down because when they played Minnesota, Veronica Burton and Tiffany Hayes had 10 turnovers between them, and that was a key factor in them losing. They had 21 that game. 21 turnovers against the Lynx. Only had 16, which was still high. Veronica Burton, 6 of 11, 21 points. And Kate freaking Martin, 19 minutes just to play D, just to be disruptive. Five points. She did her job. That's all you can ask. Monica Billings, 2 of 4, had 5 points. She balled out the other night against Atlanta. Letitia Amer was, I mean, everybody on their team damn near looks the same. They can all bring the ball up. She was leading the break a bunch of times, 4 points. Janelle Sanon, she played 25 minutes, had 4 points. She shot poor though, 2 of 11. Caitlin Chen, the one that they said couldn't play in the league, shouldn't be in the league, she in the league. She had 5 points. Backup point guard. Carla Late, 1 of 6, had 5 points. They emptied out the clip on the Fever. They emptied the clip on the Fever. The Fever shot 30% from the field. That's damn near Chicago Sky basketball. I'm sorry. Shot 22% from the field. That's Angel Reese level of hooping. I'm sorry. 92% from the free throw line. They should have shot that from the field. Natasha Howard with 4 stanky points. Aaliyah Boston, the all-star, 2 of 8, had 6 points. Vanished. Aaliyah Boston been averaging 14 shots a game, but for some reason today she wasn't aggressive. I don't know if she ate a bad breakfast, but it sure showed on the court. Kelsey Mitchell running duck and hide. 3 of 13, only had 12 points. Irie McDonald, biggest, worst game on the biggest stage. 7 points, 2 of 9. 1 of 7 from 3. Get to the hole. Caitlin Clark, 4 of 12, 2 of 5, 10 points. 6 assists, but you had 4 turnovers, and that damn crying gotta stop. The crying gotta stop. You gotta play D. When you let Carter Lake blow by you, your ass should have got benched then, because you weren't playing. Damaris Dantas, I'm so sorry. I really don't want to hear about what you did overseas, scoring 27 points. Your Brazilian team lost to the future replacements of some of these WNBA players in Olivia Miles, Hannah Hidalgo, and Michaela Bridges Brooks, whatever her name is. You lost to some college kids, Audie Crooks, all of them. Congrats. Please take some of these women's jobs, because it's time to go. So I don't want to hear about Damaris Dantas and what she did overseas. 9 minutes, 4 points. You don't need no break. You're a professional basketball player. Michaela Timpson, the only person on the team that act like she was trying to play. 20 minutes, had 10 points, shot 5 of 9 from the field. They might as well start Michaela Timpson over Howard. Bring Howard off the bench. Get the shit rolling now. Get the youth movement going. Sydney Costa only had 2 points. You could have spelled McDonald. You had a bagel. Sophie Cunningham, if you're going to be an enforcer has to score points. I said that before the season. It sounds good on paper to be a protector for Caitlin Clark, but you was 1 of 3 and 1 of 3. You only had 3 points. You looked good, but you didn't play good. Lexi Hull, love you to death. They should have started you today. 24 minutes, 2 of 7, 5 points. It was disrespectful to put Lexi Hull back on the bench as hard as she's worked. She deserved to keep her starting spot. They should have had Irie McDonald's butt come off the bench. Matter of fact, they should have had Caitlin Clark come off the bench if you're going to play her in limited minutes. I'm just being honest. They shot like crap. They played like crap. It's a bad team with a bad coach on purpose to disrupt the movement. But Caitlin Clark got 2 more years on the contract, and things are going to change. But let me know your thoughts on this game. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.